Hello, my name is Matthew, and I just read The Complete Correspondence, Flaubert and Turgenev, A Friendship in Letters. I'll show it to you. Flaubert is a very well-known French writer, known for Madame Bovary and Sentimental Education, a few other things. Turgenev is a Russian writer, known for Fathers and Sons, Home of the Gentry, A Hunter's Notebook or Hunter's Sketchbook, among other things. And Flaubert and Turgenev were friends and contemporaries and colleagues. They were both men of letters. And they wrote letters to one another. And this book is a collection of both of their letters put in order so you can read. I hate to say this, but it's like reading a text conversation on your phone. So you can read the replies back and forth to one another. It's a marvel that they were able to collect these letters, whoever did it. And this book is a joy. It's a pleasure. It's a source of comfort. I really needed a book like this in my life, right at this moment. At first, I was reading it in between, taking breaks between Thomas Mann's Joseph and His Brothers. But I read it last night and finished it this morning. And especially with all of the terrible things in the news, an imminent plague, the constant fear and panic that I see in people's eyes and hear in people's voices, it has been a remedy to be able to sink in and escape into a very private correspondence between two people that were friends and cared about one another and respected each other, and had just a conversation through letters. They talk about their work. You get a clear understanding of how much they valued each other's opinion. They would often, sometimes they would disagree, but not as an argument, just a difference of opinion that they each basically respected. They were polite. They wrote very politely to one another. They wrote beautiful passages about whatever was going on in their life. They couldn't help, either one of them couldn't help to write beautiful passages. This is at a time both of them were nearly at the height of their powers. For me, it was especially just wonderful reading Flaubert write these letters. He's someone that I've always known to be a very meticulous and exacting writer, known for carefully choosing the perfect word. And here, he's comfortable, he's confident, he's loose, and it's a whole different dynamic in how brilliant he could be with a pen. Turgenev as well. I haven't read as much of Turgenev as I would like, but what I have read, I've deeply admired. And this correspondence went on for over 10 years. And their lives changed throughout it. And you can tell how they would help each other personally, emotionally, financially. Turgenev put in great effort to have Flaubert's works translated and published in Russia. Um, Flaubert also helped Turgenev meet all of the right people in France, Paris. Um, and then also so much of the letters, even when they're just two ships in the night, they write to one another and say, "I missed you. I wanted to see you. Come see me. I want to talk." When they write and say that they want to meet, they want to talk. They say, let's get together and talk for hours. And when they can't get together, Flaubert would write, write me a long letter. Write me something long. I want to see your handwriting. Um, it's just been such a joy. There was a moment, I'll read, um, I could read a lot of passages to you, but towards the end of their lives, both of them had their fair of woes and tribulations. Turgenev had constant health issues throughout his life that got worse as he got older. He had gout and other just painful physical ailments. Flaubert, who was basically financially independent, didn't ever have to work, through a bad business deal, found himself financially bankrupt, which was as you can imagine, a large source of stress for him. He was at that point almost didn't understand the idea of having a job. He never did get one anyway. But late in life, Flaubert broke his leg. And I'll read a passage to you. It's in the middle of a letter. Flaubert writing to Turgenev. Did you know that I broke my leg 5 minutes after reading the letter in which you recommended walking to me? Funny, isn't it? It'll be 6 weeks or 2 months before I'm able to walk, and I shall limp for a long time. I am as well as can be expected, and I embrace you. Your old cripple, Flaubert. P.S. Le Figaro, which is a newspaper at the time, being stupid enough to publish news of my accident, all of my friends are worried, and I received 15 letters yesterday and 11 this morning. There are the benefits of journalism for you. What right has Villemessant, the journalist, to my leg? Note that he thinks he's doing me an honor and giving me pleasure. I found that paragraph very distasteful. I don't like to arouse public interest with my person. And Turgenev writes him back a letter. And I'm just going to read the address, how he addresses Flaubert. This is the beginning of the letter. Dear invalid. and he goes on and he writes a loving, touching, caring note, missive about the well-being of his dear old friend. And I feel like that's what you want in life. You want to have somebody that you trust and care about that can just give you a little razzing at a misfortune. And it can make all the trouble go away. Now, with everything in the news and just how scary and frightful everything is, I've seen quite a few of booktube channels recommending post-apocalyptic novels that you can read at this scary time. On social media, it's almost as if it's a contest to see who can come up with the best joke or meme for the plague. And for my money, um, the way that I'm going to comfort myself and give myself remedy is to think about and to have something like this, to experience it and read it. The joy that you can have from having a long conversation with a friend. It's bittersweet and beautiful. Um, so I might keep dipping back into this because I don't want to read about post-apocalyptic nightmares. I want to think about what makes me happy and what's important to me and what I care about. And I think maybe this evening I'll write a long letter to a dear old friend um, because because I should, and I should more. I should do that more. Um, so I just read a wonder of a book for my mind and my soul. Um, it's the correspondence of Flaubert and Turgenev. Just such a treasure. Let me know if you've read Flaubert or if you've read anything by Turgenev. Let me know if you've read any of these letters. I would be so happy to talk to you about any of that. So leave a comment if you would like. And thank you for watching. Bye. And be safe out there.